selective. Warning, creature attack.
After 50 hours on Subnautica, I can easily say it's one of the most unique games I've ever played. With its diverse biomes and animals, it makes the game feel so alive, and yet in some areas, so dangerous. From right when you first jump into the ocean, the game gives an amazing sense of mystery and fear that I've never experienced from a survival game before. Chances are the first thing you saw was the enormous reef-backed leviathans that give out a bellowing sound warning you to stay back, which most of us gladly do, only to find out that they are effectively harmless. This allows you to gain the confidence to explore the world and find out how the game can be so hostile. What it does so well is living up to the saying, there's always a bigger fish. It does this by giving you a full sense of security every time you unlock a new vehicle to explore the world in. Oh, did you just build a seamoth that sand sharks and mesmers can't attack? Well, here's a giant crab squid with an 100% success rate in making you shit yourself. Or have you just spent hours to unlock the cyclops and prawn suit? Well, here's some ghost, reaper and sea leviathans that you'll have no hope against. Which is why Subnautica is actually one of the most terrifying games I've ever played. With its phenomenal art and sound design, even just catching a glimpse of these monsters can make you startle and run. Although the fear factor is lost when you realise most attacks can be avoided by just going around in circles or going in a straight line. But be careful, because this won't work if you're going against a reaper leviathan or if you're in a cyclops. It is nice to know, however, that you can always go back to the shallows where you can calm down and be relatively safe before plunging into the depths below. But before I continue to praise the creator of this game, I need to talk about what I found to be Subnautica's biggest flaws: the bugs. There are so many of them, ranging from animations not happening to animals swimming through walls and flying across the map. Quite frankly, the number of bugs I alone found should not be in the game with the years of early access it had, and it now being a fully paid game for 2 years. Bugs are something everyone can agree as being an immersion breaker in video games, and especially in this game, it can be devastating, as I often found myself losing track of time as I was immersed in the story, only to see the sea dragon swim into the cave walls. Speaking of story, it is extraordinarily good. Near the start of the game, your main goal is to try and figure out what happened. You set out exploring wreckages and lifeboats, only for no one to be found. And just at the point where you think you're completely alone through your playthrough, you get a message that the sunbeam is going to pick you up. Your objective then becomes to just survive until the sunbeam arrives. But when you reach the sunbeam's landing area, you stumble upon an ancient facility, where at the time as explorer you can only hope that it isn't what it looks like. But it is.
Oh God! Holy shit! Fucking hell, that was cool!
Seeing the sunbeam burst into a giant ball of flames solidifies that you are truly alone and you have no choice but to escape yourself. What makes this game feel so alone is how you discover there was a crash before you and characters that had seen the world and whose footsteps you were following, trying to complete what they could not. Finding out their story and unravelling what went wrong keeps that fear stuck in the back of your head. However, the story and progression system seem to be too slow. It fully relies on you to just stumble upon certain objectives to unlock an upgrade or in order to flat out complete the game. This often led me back to YouTube tutorials to find out where I could find parts for the mining arm, seamoth and even aerogel. Now personally, I believe that the majority of these blueprints should have been unlocked instantly, as it allows you to have a clearer objective and give you a better understanding of what to do and where to go. This could also help with finding certain objectives to complete the game. Besides, acquiring materials needed can often be challenging enough. Now, I understand that some players prefer this unlock style, which is why I think it would be more applicable to the hardcore mode, as most of the people who want to unlock everything themselves are often the ones who are likely to give themselves more of a challenge. In terms of the gameplay, it is on point with a smooth swimming action with clean transitions between water and habitat, along with animals that are interactive and react to what you do. The build system is easy to use, with the inventory being very clean and large enough for you to carry enough items to build with. The vehicles are also very fun to use, as they all have their own characteristics, with the Seamoth being fast and agile, the Cyclops letting you feel like a Leviathan and being used as a mobile base, followed by the Prawn Suit letting you feel like an unstoppable force, unless you're trying to walk over mushrooms. But I believe the best part of this game is the finale. My god, was it worth it. Finding the massive Sea Emperor and helping its children to hatch is so heartwarming, with the ending by finally letting her rest. With the children hatched, it allows you to gain Enzyme 42, curing the infection and letting you turn off the quarantine gun, followed by the breathtaking and emotional rocket ride, to give you an almost perfect ending. So in conclusion, Subnautica is a must-play game for anyone who is even remotely into single-player games. With its incredible and fulfilling story, it truly keeps you hooked throughout its entire playthrough. And even after completing the story, you will still want to go back for more, as there is truly nothing like it in the market. Well, until Below Zero comes out. Right, well, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, maybe leave a like, maybe even subscribe. Ooh, that'd be exciting. If you thought I left anything out in this review, leave a comment, why not? And yeah, see you guys next time I make a video, so in about 2 years.